Broadcasting live from the ILTV studios located here at University Drive. Welcome once again to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. I'm a Justice of the Peace here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. I'm also a member of the local Catholic Christian community. Bradley Rule is my spiritual advisor. Bradley, welcome to Freedom March.
Thank you so much, Santa. Good to be here.
Today is Wednesday, the 25th day of September in the year of our Lord 2024. It is an honor, it is a pleasure to be working here and serving the Bahamian people. Well, I have a text from Dr. Hubert Alexander Menezes. Well, God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save the King. I'll tell you about the text when I return. Hold on, everybody. It's powerful today. God save the King. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monka, and of course, we had a little technical difficulties. So it's 4:32. Bradley Road is my spiritual advisor, and we shall go to Bible readings. Bradley?
Yes, thanks so much, Senator. Good to be here. Today we got a reading from the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verses 16 to 19. Very important passage. I must read this today because I don't want to be the one that falls into this category. But listen to this very carefully. Some very, very wise sayings. Proverbs chapter 6, 16 to 19 says this. There are 6 things that the Lord hates, and 7 that are detestable to him. Number 1, haughty eyes. Number 2, a lying tongue. Number 3, hands that shed innocent blood. Number 4, a heart that devises wicked schemes. Number 5, feet that are quick to rush into evil. Number 6, a false witness who pours out lies. And number 7, a person who stirs up conflict in the community. Proverbs chapter 6, verses 16 through 19. Go over this passage again in your spare time. I read from the NIV, the word of God is forever and ever blessed. Thank you so much, producer. And back to you, Sandra.
I thank you, my spiritual advisor.
Indeed.
Well, because we are just starting the show, I'm going to be taking a scatter bullet approach. A couple of days ago, there was a lady who called complaining over the fact whether or not we were able to assist her in identifying a cardiologist who would have replaced the last cardiologist. And I got the impression that she needed an appointment. So I want that lady who's been very persistent and very consistent to call the studio, and let's see how best we can assist you. And that is very powerful. And meanwhile, I want to give a shout out to the BPL Powerline crew. It's powerful, so men, be careful as you work hard. Well, the Free National Movement last speaker, the Honorable Halston Moultrie, has issued a very powerful statement in the midst of my criticism in 2020 and bringing it up 4 years later. It's a very powerful statement, and of course, Mr. Moultrie is very upset. He has alleged but that by that revelation, I have slandered his good name, I have slandered his character, and it is significant that he has pointed out in his statement that his desire to install pumps in the Nassau village was motivated by former Prime Minister Perry Gladstone Christie. And he has pointed out that Mr. Christie installed 35 public faucets in Centerville. I get the impression that Mr. Moultrie was motivated by that political, philanthropic move on the part of Mr. Christie. And of course, he said in the midst of COVID, he decided that the people of Nassau Village ought to be given public faucets. His problem was that Dr. Hubert Minnis, the then leader of the Free National Movement, the then Prime Minister, wasn't interested in helping him, and all he made appeal to the man who was in charge of the Water and Sewage Corporation, that is Deputy Prime Minister, then Deputy Prime Minister Desmond Bannister. Desmond Bannister didn't do anything to help him, and therefore he had no other choice but to install 4 ground wells, 4 pumps. Given an opportunity, he says he would do it again for the people. But he has threatened that unless I apologize and I repent of these attacks, he will take me before the nearest court. So, you know how that is. I don't need to go to court. So I want to tell the former Speaker, Halston Moultrie, how sorry I am. I'm very, very sorry that I brought that back up. I didn't mean any harm by repeating it. Please don't be upset because I'm smiling. It's really the way I react when I'm in fear. When I'm intimidated, I tend to smile, but I'm very sorry. And I want you to know that this was not designed to prevent the FNM from giving you another nomination. I want you to know that I'm not a part of any conspiracy. And while I've seen the national chairman of the FNM, Dr. Dwayne Sands is authorized by me to tell you that in these recent times, every time I see him, we're talking about my health care. We don't talk politics, okay? But I'm very sorry. And to extend the arm of peace, I want to publicly invite you to appear on this show and defend. See, don't take me to court. You're a politician. And you know you're a smarter man than me. You know you're more educated. You know once you get me in the court, you'll beat the hell out of me. But I want you to come here. And it will be me and you, and we'll debate the issue. And I will not slander you. I'll be very respectful because I hold you in high, high esteem. But I would want to openly invite you to come and let us discuss water. Let us discuss ground wells. And I'm not trying to ridicule you. I do conclude that you are intellectually superior to me. I believe that. I believe that academically you're more brilliant than I am. I believe that we equally love the big people. All right? And this is really a very long statement. And so I think Mr. Christie is wrong. If he could have 35 pumps in Centerville, well, you know, Christie should have helped you to get some pump in Nassau Village. I think Desmond Bannister, I'm shocked because Desmond Bannister is normally a very kind-hearted person. I regret that Desmond Bannister didn't assist you. Well, you and I agree. And don't forget, when Dr. Minnis sent the police at the House of Assembly to move you while you were lawfully in possession of the House of Assembly, I was the man who stood with you. Don't forget that. I was the man who stood with you. And if I criticize you and your feelings is hurt, you should not penalize me by taking me to court and taking everything from me. I'm a poor man. Okay? I got wife and grown children I gotta mind. All right? But don't forget, when you turn around and you look south and you saw me, you and your deputy speaker light up. And now you're about to take me to court and cause me to lose this job? Huh? Don't you know that management is tired of people writing about me? Now why you want to do that to me? Huh? Now I'm going to invite you to come on the show and let us respectfully debate issues. Let's debate the pumps. And I can ask you a question, and you are quite capable of answering it. Okay? But I want you to know that I'm not a part of any conspiracy to block you getting the nomination. And if you put your your hat in the ring. I promise to come to the F&M headquarters to support the nomination. Of course, you'll have to make sure they don't beat the heck out of me. Boy, it's amazing. My colleagues, my party, Halson Moultrie and I have been some of the greatest friends. I stood up with him when Dr. Minnis sent the police, and the police invaded his ancient and sacred space. And I stood with him in solidarity. Now he sent me this big thing. See? I'm showing to you how me and Halson them is. One, oh boy, it's just amazing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6.
Isn't that long?
6.
That's it.
6.
That's it.
That's 6, right? What that is? Count it.
It's the same thing you're reading.
That is not repeating, my spiritual advisor. That's 7.
Okay.
Jesus have mercy. You went to St. Augustine's. What that is? 8.
Is that the same thing?
You count it. All right? So, what this is, Halson, we are politicians. We do not, 2 things we don't do. In a political controversy, we don't go to court. The judges should never settle a political dispute. What's what they do in the United States? President Trump and Mrs. Harris, they debate the issue. Can't we debate it? I'll invite you. All right? And we can debate the matter. We can debate Nassau Village. We can debate the 4 pumps. I thought it was one you dug, the 4 pumps. And I'm prepared to help you to criticize my cousin, Christy. I've been trying to reach Christy all day to find out from Christy if you ever approached him about, you know, and of course, I know Desmond Bannister, but I don't have the strength today to read it, but I promise before the week is out, I'm going to read this whole statement to the public. It's a beautiful letter. It is well written, and certainly it's well written. So let me see what he says. Let me read a little bit so that he will not sue me. Rodney Monker, I'm giving you the opportunity to retract and apologize for the slanderous and defamatory, vicious and malicious attacks that you made on my character yesterday. The ball is in your court. Incidentally, the Free National Movement had absolutely nothing to do with the installation of the 4 pumps installed in Nassau Village, in Nassau Village constituency during the pandemic. I take full responsibility for the initiative. And if the opportunity had presented itself, I would try to provide water all over again. It's very big, so I have to, if you're reading it, puts the letter and it's capitalized and huge, you have to scream. That's what they tell me when I was in school.
Why don't you let me read it?
Pardon?
Why don't you just let me read it?
Okay, my spiritual advisor, he wants you to read it. Go ahead, my spiritual advisor.
Let me just read this,
Yeah.
Quickly. All right, so here we go. Letter to Rodney Monker.
Oh, hold on, I have Perry Christie. Mr. Christie. Hello, Mr. Christie. Hello, Mr. Christie.
Yes, to freedom of speech and expression.
Mr. Christie, can you hear me?
Please join us.
Hello?
In the American
Goodness, he can't hear me, but I can hear him in the
Put
background.
your mouth to the mic.
Put my mouth to the
No,
mic.
put your phone put it to the air so you can hear you. Because he's listening to the show.
Christy, cut off the TV and listen to me, because I'm talking to you.
Call the phone line to my AC.
Mr. Christy, I'm going to have to hang up because he's not hearing me. Hello, Mr. Christy. Go ahead. I'll call him back.
All right. Here's his letter to you, Sandra, from the former member of Parliament for Nassau Village. Mr. Rodney Mulcair, I'm giving you the opportunity to retract and apologize for the slanderous and defamatory, vicious and malicious attack that you made on my character yesterday. The ball is in your court. Incidentally, the Free National Movement had absolutely nothing to do with the installation of the 4 pumps installed in the Nassau Village constituency during the
Show
pandemic.
pump without voice. Show him at the pump without the noise. Go ahead.
I take full responsibility for that initiative, and if the opportunity had presented itself, I would try to provide water all over again. In fact, after discussing that the Honorable Perry Gladstone Christie had 37 standpipes in the Senator constituency, and I wrote to the chairman of the Water and Sewage Corporation and Minister Bannister requesting that the disconnected accounts be reconnected and that 6 standpipes be installed so that the constituency would have 7 public water outlets during the pandemic. By that time, Minister had already determined that nothing was to be done to assist the Speaker, so the FNM cannot and should not be held responsible. When you defame someone and you are given the opportunity to apologize, the wise would govern themselves accordingly. And that's the end.
That's the end of the story?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
what I have here.
So, Mr. Christie was trying to reach me because I've been trying to reach Mr. Christie. I didn't know Mr. Christie had all them faucet in Centerville, and then of course I don't understand how Speaker Halson Moultrie does not want to blame the FNM if the Deputy Prime Minister of the Free National Movement government was Mr. Bannister, who was in charge of water and sewage, and he asked Bannister to help install public faucet, and they didn't. Well, who is to blame for that? Yeah, Christie might have had 37, but Bannister didn't assist him, which compelled him to dig these wells in Nassau Village. And of course, he's fined me raising the matter. Mind you, 4 years ago, he never said I was slanderous, never threatened to sue me. And of course, I continued to be loyal and faithful to him. I showed up at the House of Assembly when I received reports that Dr. Minnis had given instruction to the police to push the Speaker out of the House of Assembly, something that was unprecedented, and all of the ancient practices, traditions, and conventions of London never allowed that. It was in opposition to parliamentary democracy. And when I arrived, he turned to me and he raised one of the most constitutional questions to me. And take it from me, I give him the answer. Now, I'm old, I'm sick, I'm, standing up for the people. He now threatens to take me to court. Anyway, Halson, I'm so sorry. I really should not have said these things about you. Okay? Please forgive me. And why don't you come on the show? Let's discuss it. I think it would be great for democracy. It would be great for young people. It would be great for Nassau Village. And listen, I'm not in any cahoots with the FNM. Now, I didn't see you at the party convention in June. I was there, and 2 stalwarts almost beat the hell out of me. Okay? The police had to rescue me. I didn't see you there. But if you think I'm a part of any conspiracy, let me confess, I was a part of one conspiracy. I did plot with the party to get rid of Dr. Minnis, but not you. Okay? See, there's no need for me to lie. But I did plot with the party to get rid of Dr. Minnis, but nothing to do with you. I have no problem if you get the nomination. And of course, if you want to go back in Nassau Village, okay, fine. Meanwhile, what is the condition of the 4 pounds? Please don't sue me, okay? Please don't. I don't think it would be fair, okay? And I think it's powerful. Any comments, my spiritual advisor?
No comments.
No comments.
You did apologize, right?
I did apologize.
Okay, great.
Are you pleased with my apology?
I mean, as long as it was sincere, you know.
It came from the depths of my heart.
Okay.
I don't want Halston to take me to court. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to be fired. I don't want the company to have to pay millions of dollars. Okay? That means if they have to pay millions of dollars, they would have to terminate my employment. And Halston, I love this job. Halston Moultrie, I love this job. I dream about it in the night. All right? So, if anybody see Halston Moultrie, say to him, please don't sue Brother Monker. How'd it sound? I call on the women then. Do you accept my leadership? If you see the former speaker, the Honorable Halston Moultrie, petition him on my part to be merciful and not sue me. Okay? And Mr. Moultrie, I publicly challenge you to come and appear on the show peacefully and let us debate the issue. Let us debate Nassau Village. Let us debate the public pumps that you installed. Let us debate the F&M. And I want you to debate with me whether or not you thought you were treated fairly. Okay? It's powerful. Okay, I think I did apologize.
Yes, absolutely, and thank God you did.
Okay.
No.
You're happy for me?
Yeah, you did it, so it's on the other end, so let's see how
Okay.
it's received.
This is great. All right. Well, I thank you, my spiritual advisor.
Indeed.
Well, having said that, there is new controversy emerging in the lodge. Here in the Bahamas, we've always had secret societies. man, stop laughing, man. We have always had lodges, and one of the greatest lodge leader has been Dr. Rudolph King. And as a result of him practicing the craft, there are many myths and legends that has been created. I'll give you an example. One day it was alleged he was in the United States and he was having difficulty getting home. The Lodge brothers, it is alleged, put him in a coffin and got him here to Nassau. It's just amazing. And so, and he has emerged as a wonderful philanthropist. So I want to show there are men who are questioning whether or not Dr. King is a grandmaster. And he is a grandmaster, and I have the evidence to show you today that Dr. Rudolph King is a grandmaster. Show the grandmaster surrounded by his men. This is the grandmaster, Dr. Rudolph King. He is surrounded by the men, and notwithstanding all the talk, they wish to deny the grandmaster. So I just wanted to show evidence because I don't want the lodges them to start talking nonsense. Okay? And here it is where the grandmaster salute his men. And the men paid homage to Grandmaster Dr. Rudolph King, who's made a wonderful contribution to the secret society here in the Bahamas, and it is powerful. So, Grandmaster Dr. Rudolph King of the lodges. It's powerful.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. Which lodge is that?
It's the Grand Master and the Masons and all the other brothers. Yeah.
He is there.
Huh?
Now, I can't tell you what those dressings mean, but
Grand
he
Master.
does seem to be fully, what's that word? Fully regaled?
This is pretty good. This is pretty much. We have proven that Dr. Rudolph King is the Grand Master. Hooray, hooray! Grand Master Dr. Rudolph King. We'll be right back after the break. Hold on, everybody. It's a wonderful day in the Bahamas. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker, and of course Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor. I'm so excited that when we took the adjournment, a lady who's been consistently asking me to find out from Dr. Michael Daville When will there be a new cardiologist appointed at the government-owned Princess Margaret Hospital? And of course, I have been advised that there is now a cardiologist, and I've given her a number so that she can do that which she wishes to do. So it is powerful as we serve the people there. Well, my spiritual advisor, you have ads.
Yeah, let's do a couple of ads quickly. Looking for a quick getaway. Fly Western Air with daily flights from Freeport to Fort Lauderdale, starting at just $290 round trip, including 40 pounds of checked bags. Book your next adventure today at westernairbahamas.com. Everybody needs money always, so send money internationally and locally through Western Union with MoneyMax. Download the MoneyMax app today to send cash instantly to a family member or friend anytime and anywhere. Sending money has never been simpler. The app is available on the Apple Store and Google Play Store. MoneyMax. Live your max life.
This is powerful.
Indeed.
So it's birthday time, isn't it?
Yeah, we got a couple of birthday shout-outs. Do we? Oh, we do? Okay. So let's do them quickly. Where we at? All right, so Enral Robertson, happy birthday. This person is actually 102 years old.
Wow.
That's why I paused for a second. Happy 102nd, happy 100 and, how do I say this, 102? 102nd birthday? I was right? Okay. So happy 102nd birthday to Enral Robertson. From all her family and friends, we love you and God bless you. Wow.
Well, today,
102.
Well, today would have been the opposition leader, Michael Pintad's dad's birthday. If John Pintad, Michael's father, was alive, he would have turned 102 today as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
So that's powerful. Go
All
ahead.
right, so we want to send Clement Strawn is celebrating the birthday. Happy birthday to Clement Strawn, 72 years old. A birthday is coming out to you from your father, Clement Alexander Strawn, a.k.a. Philosopher. Also, his twin boys, Marco and Marvin Strawn. Grandkids, Nato, Leah, Aisha, Devon, Jasmine, and great-grandkids, Canoe and Skylar. And his brother, Kenneth Strawn. Happy birthday to Clement Strawn. Special shout out to Zazaria Fowler. Congratulations to Zazaria Fowler on achieving Deputy Head Girl and Honor Roll at Elite School of Excellence. Great. Congratulations goes out to Julia Delaney, Treasure Curling, Makila Edwards and Peyton McKenzie on becoming school prefects at First Step Academy. Let me see if I get these names right. Congratulations, these are prefects, okay? Julia Delaney, Treasure Curling, Michaela Edwards, and Peyton McKenzie, becoming school prefects at First Step Academy. Congratulations. Condolences goes out to Eva Forbes. It's been 5 years since you left us. Sleep on, mama, and take your rest. Okay, so we got a special announcement. I'm sorry, forgive me. On tomorrow, which is the 26th of September, the IL Cares Foundation is going to be having a food giveaway at Windsor Park. Do we have that flyer, producer? Yeah, sure. Let me let you do what you gotta do. The IL Cares Foundation is having a lunch on us food giveaway at Windsor Park, and it's slated to be held September the 26th. I assume that's tomorrow, 2024, between the hours of 12 and 3 p.m. So come on down and let the IL Cares Foundation feed you, okay? The IL Cares Foundation Lunch on Us food giveaway at Windsor Park, September the 26th, 2024, from 12 to 3 p.m. Go on down and make sure bring your appetite. All right, what else do we have? The Honourable Member of Parliament for is that Mount Moran, Michael Barnaby. what is he doing?
Go ahead.
Okay, he is doing. Let's see. Let me just go to his number. Let's see. I'm sorry. Forgive me a second. Bruce, I'm just trying to pull the right up. All right, Michael Barnaby. Let's see. He is help. Okay, sorry. Let me just come a bit closer. I can't get on my phone. Get your roll on. Let's eat and have little drinks and small moving. So the Honorable Michael Barnaby, the Member of Parliament for Mount Moriah constituency, is having a get your roll on, little eats, little drinks, small movie, September the 25th. Is that today?
Well, today's the 25th.
Yes, so this will be today. It's on Major Road near Yellow Gardens between Major Road and Cardwell Road. It's going to be from 6 to 8 p.m. So let's chill, play some cards, and slam some dominoes. So that's the Honorable Member of Parliament for the Mount Moriah constituency, Michael Barnaby, is having little eats and drinks and small movie this afternoon between the hours of 6 and 8 p.m. And it's between the Major Road and Cardwell Road. So come on down, let's chill, play some cards, and of course, slam some dominoes.
It is powerful. So,
Indeed.
folks, do not forget, it's this evening. Michael Barnaby, the Member of Parliament for Mount Moriah, he's having a wonderful event starting at 6 p.m. this evening. Okay, so go there, chill, play some card, play some domino, and of course, I'm certain there's going to be refreshment. My spiritual advisor. Yes. Okay, it's great. What next do we have?
Okay, so Senator, we have a complaint coming in.
Do we have completed all of our birthday
Oh,
and shout outs?
yes, I think we have.
We have?
Yeah.
Go ahead, my spiritual advisor.
All right, so we have some complaints coming in from the armed forces, and I don't know if you can answer this question, but we want to send this complaint to the Minister of National Security as it relates to emergency vehicles.
Armed forces.
Yeah.
Is it the armed forces that we sent to Haiti,
No.
or the armed forces that remain at Coral Harbor, or is it
Yes.
the armed forces that is stationed at East Street headquarters?
Let me ask you a question. The Immigration Department, are they a part of that?
Well, the Immigration Department has its own specific ministry, but
okay.
they do have ammunition because there are times when they may have to pull out a weapon.
Right.
Yeah.
So the complaint is that the police force is saying that the Royal Bahamas Defense Force and the Immigration Department, apparently their vehicles have sirens.
Immigration has sirens?
Yeah, on their vehicles,
Okay.
and they're trying to figure out what is going on.
And the Defense Force has sirens
And
as well.
I believe the Royal Bahamas Defense Force may have a K9 unit, do they?
I don't know. They may have, I don't know. But in armed forces, there are K9 units.
Right.
Yeah.
And so the complaint is they're thinking that as relates to emergency vehicles and sirens, that is specifically to the Royal Bahamas Police Force,
Okay.
who is responsible for making sure that the society is secured and preserved. They're saying that there is some kind of confusion they see where the Royal Bahamas Defense Force and the Immigration Department have vehicles that have sirens.
Okay.
And they're wondering, why are these vehicles now
Have sirens.
have sirens? Yeah.
Well, I think...
Can you answer that question?
Yeah, I think I can. I don't think it's a very complex...
Or should we leave it for the minister to...
No, I don't think it's very complex, taking into consideration that the head of the Royal Bahamas Police Force is the Commissioner of Police. And the head of the Defense Force is Commodore Dr. Raymond King. And the minister is Wayne Monroe. And I am privileged to be aware that he meets with them individually and collectively. So if there is that concern, I'm certain that the Commissioner of Police, along with the Defense Force, Commodore, that's a matter they can discuss with the minister and resolve it. But we're living in an age where we had to call upon the Defense Force in the pursuit of crime. You would recall that there was a policeman who was a part of a drive-by shooting. Unbeknown to that officer who was given bail and skipped. He's a fugitive. He's run. He's in Jamaica. Right? Well, who assisted the police in arresting him? It was officials of the Defense Force who were a part of a joint mobile exercise in an attempt to prevent crime and to pursue Negro gunmen.
Oh, that's no excuse for them to have sirens on their vehicles.
That's
though.
plenty excuse depending on who vehicle you are in, and if you are speeding and chasing a getaway car, you need to alert the public.
Right.
Because if I'm driving in the road and the police or the defense force is in pursuit of a person, and if they don't put on a siren at 67,
All right.
I shall continue to remain in the street. But if I hear a siren, be it an ambulance, a defense force officer, a policeman, an immigration, I going to decide because that's what the law dictates.
But listen, whenever there's a joint operation between, or should I say cooperation, whatever it is, between the Royal Bahamas Police Force and the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, who rides with who?
Well, that all depends on what the operation is.
No.
Well, tell me who rides with who.
The Defense Force rides with the police.
Okay. So,
Because they're in charge of the streets. The police
Okay.
force is in charge of the streets.
okay.
The Defense Force is on the sea. It's a big difference.
Yes.
All right.
But listen to me.
So that's
Listen
no
to me.
excuse to
The
make it
defense
seem as if the
force
defense
has
was
been a part of ground operations.
Yes, that
The
is
defense
true.
force has also assisted in protecting the prison.
That is true.
Okay. So I think it's a small issue which can easily be resolved. Yeah, there's nothing complex about that.
But it's a problem for the public too, because we understand that the ambulances and the police vehicles are the emergency vehicles as well as the fire branch. And these are the three vehicles we always look out
But
for
I'm going to give you...
when we hear siren.
No, I'm going to give you some more emergency branch. The prison is an emergency branch. The defense force
That's because they're
is an
escorted by
emergency
police, though.
branch.
They're escorted by police.
Are you listening to me?
They're escorted by
There are
police.
many
Sandra.
times when the police is not present.
And they go by themselves?
They go by themselves
And they have siren?
and they have siren. All right? There's nothing big about this, man.
Man, I don't know.
Stop creating major complexity.
Who started calling you?
I don't know. Let's take the call. Hello? Hello? Hello once?
Smonga.
Sir?
Smonga, good day.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, spiritual advisor. Please stop talking foolishness with these police. All these units have outfitted. All these departments are made. All of them are under law enforcement. Yes, the police operate on the road, on the prison, and we have escort. The public needs to do when they see an emergency vehicle is move to the side, my gentlemen. That's what you are entrusted to do by the law, is to move to the side when an emergency vehicle is in operation.
That's not the issue, sir. That's not the issue.
But let's hear his point.
But that's not the issue.
Let's hear his point. Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
The police is only the police. The prison has escorts. The defense force has escorts. The immigration has escorts. Even some customs have cars with lights and sirens also. Tell them police stop crying. And you stop crying for them.
No. I just addressed an issue. I'm not crying, sir. I'm addressing an issue. Maybe we need the Minister of National Security to address this issue because there's some confusion going on.
I don't think it's a major issue.
It is a major issue.
No, it's not
sir.
a major
Because
issue.
Who's in charge of the streets?
How do you mean who's in charge of the street? Understand what is happening. We've had a situation with crime where we had to call out the defense force.
We understand that.
And therefore, some of them have siren. Ain't nothing big about it.
But we need to figure out
Sir.
who are the emergency vehicles on the streets.
We don't want
The fire branch,
We don't want all
the
the other
ambulance, or the police force.
now. Okay.
The defense force have siren, as well as immigration.
They all have
We
guns.
need to find, being armed and being in control of the streets.
Spiritual advisor, stop creating.
When you go to
unnecessary
driver's
problem.
school, they always identify to you who these emergency vehicles are that you're to pull on the side.
Today,
If you hear an ambulance or a police or the fire truck, you pull to the side.
okay. But if it isn't the police,
But if I see a defense force in the back of me flashing lights, what
You-
they pull,
you-
what
you-
they pull on the side for?
you're not gonna pull on the
defense
side.
force is not an emergency
you will
vehicle.
pull on the side or we shall arrest you.
Okay. All right.
All right?
Well, we have to go to the Road Traffic Act then.
All right? We will arrest you.
Yeah.
Today, folks, the government made an amendment to the National Security, what is it? The spy group,
well,
intelligence,
well,
National
call it the spy bill
Intelligence
then.
Agency,
Call it the spy bill.
right? Yeah, that's the spy bill
Yeah.
that we introduced, the FNM. Don't forget, Dr. Minnis was opposed to it. He said the PLP who had it on the agenda was wrong. And then Dr. Minnis, he moved it, and the PLP was critical of it. But the FNM passed it into law. And today, the PLP needed to do some amendment. We're living in a period where you spy on the world. The Americans are spying on us, so we need to be able to spy back on them. The Russians are spying on us, so we need to spy back on the Russian. The Haitians are spying on us, so we need to spy back on them. People are spying. Spying has always been a big, big business. People are spying. Many of you are spies, but don't even know it. Many of you are gathering intelligence and don't realize that you're gathering intelligence until something happened or you are asked certain question. There's no big deal about it. We're living in an age where they know your business. So all you do is be safe and sanctified, and you got nothing to worry about, okay? So if you hear siren, back on the side.
But it's the fire branch, it is the
Why
Royal Bahamas Police
are
Force,
you-
and it's the ambulance.
Why are you doing that?
The Royal Bahamas Defense Force
Why are you doing
and
that?
immigration, they don't control the streets.
You don't listen to the spiritual advisor.
Well, we're going to look
My
at the Road
spiritual
Traffic
advisor-
Act. We're going to look at the Road Traffic Act and see what it says.
Yes, notwithstanding what you're going to do. Folks, you listen to me. My spiritual advisor is not
And so-
just hold on a second. He's not one of the kings, justices of the peace. I am. And under Section 5 of the Magistrate Act, I'm directing you. If you hear an emergency vehicle,
Namely,
any siren, any siren,
Man said you
you
can't
back
do
on the
that.
side. In addition to that, you may not hear siren. You may hear boom, 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 boom.
No,
in many
sir.
just hold
No,
on,
sir.
Just hold on a second. In many cases, there are gunshot violence in communities. The ambulance are not available. Family members, friends grab their loved one, their relative, they put them in the car and they rush. And as you're rushing, you blow your horn, and sensible people recognize there's emergency back on the side.
could that car run the light?
Yeah, the car could run the light,
A car
but it has to be cautious.
that is not an emergency vehicle, right, doesn't have to obey the traffic laws. They can see that is the reason why we
Mr.
have the
Supervisor,
fire branch, the ambulance,
are you
and the
aware?
police vehicles.
You said that car you driving over there?
Because they can run the light.
Are
Well,
you-
not run it, but caution it.
Are you aware that that car you have out there, the police could commandeer it?
How?
The police come and say to you, spiritual advisor, we need this car. And the law say you must give them the key and back on the
They
side.
got to show me that in the law.
No, you will be arrested.
They got to show me that.
All right?
Yeah, show me that in the law.
All right?
Show me that in the law.
That's the law.
Show me it if it's in the law.
Well, I
then
just
show it.
told you it's the law.
All right. It
All
has to
right?
be in the law.
When the tourist got shot outside a Prime Minister Perry Christie residence, his chief security, upon hearing the gunshot, ran into the street with his machine gun. He flagged down a car. He told the man, I command you in the name of the Queen. I need your car. I have an emergency. The man said, here's the car. Help the officer lift the tourist in the car, and the officer speed to the hospital and save the tourist's life.
What if he had written that man car off while
The
on-
government is required by law to pay for it.
Boy, that's something, man.
The government does.
You think they'll ever pay?
Of course they would. Of course they would. Come on, man.
All right, but we just wanted to clear that up, and hopefully the Minister of National Security would have heard our argument and bring some clarity to this, because there's some confusion.
There's no confusion.
Not to you, Senator.
Mr.
All right?
Supervisor.
But there's some confusion and some complaints about who really owns the streets when it comes to emergency.
The streets are owned by
the
the
Defense
people.
Force and the
streets
Immigration Department
are owned by
have
the people.
vehicles that have
But
sirens.
law enforcement, whoever they are, if there's an emergency, you back on the side. So if immigration is an emergency, you back on the side. Custom is an
What
emergency.
emergency would immigration have?
They might be running behind me and my people. That's an emergency. You want a better one than that? Huh? The pursuit of people who lands in the country unlawfully is an emergency.
Give me Haitian.
Right?
Is emergency.
Yes.
Okay.
All right? It's just amazing.
We'll find out sooner or later.
We soon find out. You know, it's an emergency in the U.S. And that's why Mrs. Kamala
We'll
Harris
find out.
has gone to the southern boundary to check out President Donald Trump's wall. Listen, folks, one of the greatest election campaign is taking place in the United States. Every young person who's interested in politics, you should be watching this. What is great about the U.S. campaign is it's a rich campaign. It's plenty of money, millions of dollars, beautiful placards, beautiful posters, a lot of video commercials. And the Americans are having fun. The issues are so fundamental, so powerful. One side is trying to save babies. The other side is trying to kill the babies. One side is trying to protect the border. Another side say, man, move the border. You see how fundamental it is? It's powerful. So it's a beautiful campaign. It's sweet. And that is what we need in the Bahamas. We need campaign where you could taste it. And let me tell you something. I am advised that we on the island of New Providence is approximately 178 miles from the nearest U.S. land mark, Florida. If that is true, I am savoring the campaign. And if you are interested in politics, that's the campaign to watch. You hear me? And enjoy. And don't be no fool. Choose a side. Okay? Choose a side. And the side to choose is Donald Trump. Okay? Because watch what is happening in America. Yea, though he walks through the valley and the shadow of death, he fears no evil. For God, the God of the holy people of holy Israel, stands with him and saves him. So don't be no fool in this way. Let's enjoy this campaign because this comes to an end in November. And then you got to wait 4 more years for those of you who are alive to have a nice campaign. This campaign is sweet. You hear me? And you take it from me. My side is going to win. Who's going to win? Trump, Trump, Trump. Fight, fight, fight. Fight, fight, fight. Trump, Trump, Trump. You hear me? Donald Trump is going to win. Win, win, win. Trump, Trump, Trump. Fight, fight, fight. Fight, fight, fight. Trump, Trump, Trump. It's powerful. God save the King. God save the USA. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor. And of course, do we have ads that we should pay?
Yeah, we got a couple of
Yeah,
ads.
because I really wanted to talk to Perry Christie.
Looking for a quick getaway, I'm sorry about that, Santa. Fly Western Air with daily flights from Freeport to Fort Lauderdale, starting at just $290 round trip, including 40 pounds of checked bags. Book your next adventure now at westernAirBahamas.com. Everybody needs money always, so send money internationally and locally through Western Union with Money Max.
1 minute, Mr. Christie.
Download the Money Max app today to send cash instantly to a family member or friend, anytime and anywhere. Sending money has never been simpler. The app is available on the Apple Store and Google Play Store. Money Max. Live your Max life. Ask him to turn his radio down.
Thank you.
Please.
Mr. Christie. Goodness me, you caused me to lose Mr. Christie.
Oh.
Oh, my spiritual
I'm sorry.
advisor. Why you
You can call back.
Why you
former Prime
he
Minister.
didn't call back. I called him, but he
Okay.
was cut. Just relax. I'm trying to. You see, that man was sue me, and I trying to see if I can get Christie to save me.
People tired of saving you, man.
What you mean people trying to save me? Oh boy, folks,
Only Jesus can save
I had
you.
Mr. Christie. I wanted to ask Mr. Christie about this 37 faucet that Halston Moultrie has alleged, and Mr. Christie put all over Centerville. But he couldn't get Deputy Prime Minister Desmond Bannister to do anything for him in Nassau Village. And he thinks I should not blame the F&M. He's threatened to sue me. So I'm extending an invitation to him so we can discuss the 4 pumps that he dug in Nassau Village and so forth. Anyway, open up the line,
Yeah.
spiritual advisor.
Let's open the lines. The lines are open. But before we open the lines, like I said to you before, I'm just wondering if the public is aware that there's an amendment now to the Road Traffic Act. And if, for some strange reason, you are stopped and your insurance and licensing is not up to date and inspection, they can now impound your vehicle. And the Commissioner of Police will decide which place your car will go. And to get this car back, you would then have to provide proof and evidence that your policies and license is up to date, and then you have to pay a $300 fine. Is that correct?
I'm not aware of that amendment. I'm not saying that you're not correct. I'm just not aware of that amendment.
I think they did make an amendment. I'll double check it.
Okay.
I have it on my phone. Anyhow, the lines are open. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775, 698-0776. You can call us. The lines are open. You're free to call us and talk with us. Welcome to Freedom March. Caller, you're live.
Good day. Freedom March.
Yes, sir.
Brother Montgomery,
Sir,
let me see something with you today. Spiritual advice, how you do, sir?
I'm doing well.
In 1997, who was the PLP candidate for Inawa and make one up?
it might have been Halston Moultrie. I don't know.
Okay, he had me up there for 7 days campaigning for him. Watch out for me. That's how long I've been around. 7 days campaigning for him up there. He had a team of the young liberals up there with him. Promised to give us something when we get back to Nassau. We ain't got nothing yet from 1997. If he tries to sue you, I can sue him.
This is powerful.
I get you on this one. Me. I could call my name over the national radio. I was up there in 1997. The gentleman that he would run against, he ended up being the Speaker of those of Assembly. The little short, bright man.
Okay.
Said, you're wasting your time. So you all need to see how it's in when you're reaching and when you're leaving. And just how the man said that just that happened.
Wow.
All right, thank you so much, Carter. You take
Yes,
care.
sir.
All
So
right.
I get you on this one.
Okay. This is powerful.
Don't believe him. Welcome to Freedom March, Carter. You're live.
Mr. Vice, how you doing?
Yeah, man, I'm doing well. Thank you so much.
You're talking about a vehicle with siren and so forth. Let me ask you something. Do you realize BEC has siren inside the vehicle too?
That's
What if you have an accident and a power line drop on the vehicle and the power line is live? how BEC can get there quickly if they don't have some sort of emergency, some sort of siren or something.
Well, see, we're not looking at the argument you're advancing. All we're trying to figure out.
No, but I'm telling you that they have sirens.
We understand that, but what we're trying to figure out.
It's emergency only. It should only be used in emergency.
Well, listen, I don't know what you're getting so emotional for. We want to.
No, I'm not getting emotional. I get to speak loud.
Okay, but what we're trying to figure out is what does the act say? Whose vehicle?
Yes, for emergency.
Whose vehicles are supposed to have these sirens?
Yes, for emergency purposes. You cannot use. There's something called abuse, you know.
So you're saying that the act also authorized BEC vehicles to have sirens?
Yes.
All right, you want to show me that?
Yes.
Can you show me that?
They're operating in the act, but they cannot abuse it. Just like you have a horn in your car. There's a charge for you using your horn between different hours because the calls are necessary.
Well, let's look at the act and see what it says, okay? And I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll look at it.
But they can find it for you.
I'll look at it and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but the BEC and all the armed forces have emergency vehicles.
We're going to look at the act. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Carl.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Okay. Tell Mr. Munga, listen to me. The Lord don't want nothing to do with him and don't want nothing to do with Donald Trump. Only Donald Trump is the devil.
Whoa. Okay, caller, you take care. All right. 323-7775, 6980775, and 6980776. We have any more calls?
Hello?
Yeah, welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Vice President Advisor, how you doing, sir?
How you
Mr.
doing?
Monk, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Reference to the vehicles with sirens.
Okay.
All law enforcement agencies have vehicles that have sirens. Okay?
Yes.
Defense Force, Immigration, Customs, Police, and so forth. They have, because they have to move prisoners, they have to move suspects, they have to move illegal immigrants. So that's the reason for that.
And it's consistent with the act.
Yes, sir.
All right. You know my cell phone number? I want you to send the act to my phone.
You could send it. You could give it to me now.
My number is 814
814
6096.
Okay, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, caller.
All right.
All right. 323-7775 is the number to call. 6980775 and 6980776. We know how many calls? Yeah. So there's been an amendment to the Road Traffic Act, and there's a lot of things in the act that a lot of folks will pay attention to, especially as relates to if you would have insured a vehicle, got the vehicle license, and then for some strange reason you cancel the insurance. I think you would have to now make sure that road traffic knows that the insurance has been canceled. It's just a couple of things, technical issues in the Road Traffic Act that folks really need to take a look at the act and read it carefully so you don't find yourself on the opposite side of it and having to pay a fine. So it means now, I saw a couple road stops. The police had a couple road checks, and there were some folks who were standing on the side of the road without vehicles because their vehicles were impounded by the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Welcome to Freedom March. Caller, you're live. Go ahead, caller. Are you there? 323-7775 is the number to call. Welcome to Freedom March. Caller, you're live.
Mr. Manka.
Sir.
Give me the thing.
Turn your radio down, please.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Don't forget, callers, when you call the show, please turn your televisions or radios down, please, before you engage us. Please turn your radio down, please, sir.
Huh?
Yeah.
I turn it down.
Okay, go ahead. Welcome to Freedom March.
Okay. Let Mr. Manka know from President of the United States, George Washington, right up to the last president, Donald Trump, is the only president of the United States which declares Jerusalem as the capital of Israel.
Say that again.
So he cannot be a devil.
Speak. Speak, Papa, speak.
I said President Donald Trump, the only president
Yes.
that declared Jerusalem as the capital of Israel.
You are certainly a holy man. You are certainly a saved man. You are a great citizen. Let us not forget it. Okay?
Another thing,
Go ahead. Yes?
Okay, another thing.
Yes?
There's only 50 states in the United States.
Really? No, I thought it was 52.
No, the other two, what people consider might be the American Virgin Islands.
No, I want you to go and study your geography again. Come back tomorrow. They taught me that there are 52 states on the main continent.
Okay, Mr. Michael.
Yeah?
You have to turn your radio down, please, call. You're listening to yourself.
No, I school in the United States. There's only 50 states.
Really? You have to bring me documentary evidence of that, okay? You heard me? I want evidence of that because they taught me that there was 52 states. Okay? And if America doesn't have 52 states, it means somebody must see teeth too.
Two of them, yeah. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Hey, Spirit to the Bible.
Good afternoon.
Praise the Lord. Senator Manka,
So,
with regards to your request about the Road Traffic Act,
Yeah.
they said the red and blue lights are only reserved for emergency vehicles.
Okay.
wow.
Red lights, blue lights, anything on any other vehicle that is not emergency can be fined between $500 to $1,500,
This is-
depending on the number of violations.
This is
And that's
powerful.
ranging from your headlights, your rear lights, the whole 9 yards.
What about siren?
No vehicle other than emergency vehicle are supposed to have sirens, red and blue lights. Even these vehicles riding around the street with the blue headlights, they are being fined now between $500 and $1,600.
Now, in the Act, the Act qualifies which vehicles as being emergency vehicles?
Emergency vehicles would be police, Royal Bahamas Police Force, ambulance. It did not say anything about customs and immigration, all the rest of that.
And I thank you so much, sir.
All right, so take care.
I thank you. That was my point. Now, we now have the advances argument. Who allowed these other...
I'm going to suggest that
agencies?
you look at the law yourself.
Good, and I will do that. So let's stop here.
Yeah, stop here. It's you who raised the issue.
And 6 o'clock, when the show ends,
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the Act myself
Right.
and see what it says.
And then when you go to the Act, look for regulatory powers of the Minister of Transport, just to make sure you cover everything.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
All right. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Yes, good day.
Good day.
Spiritual advisor, how are you?
I'm doing well, sir.
Senator Monka?
Sir,
Yes. Now, concerning these emergency vehicles, ignorance is no excuse of the law.
that is true.
You're trying to tell me that the Royal Bahamas Defense Force is not covered and the Ministry of National Security, and we protect the territorial borders of this country?
The Defense Force, what does the Defense Force protect?
Listen, in the Act, it makes provisions. Do you know that Defense Force officers are peace officers?
And what's your point?
And I'm saying, do you understand that? They are
Yes.
peace officers.
Yes.
So they have the powers.
What powers?
They have the powers under the Act.
Powers of police.
Yes, they are peace officers. You don't know that?
Right, so
Don't you know that Defense Force officers can pursue you from the sea to the land?
all right, so we're not talking about that, you know.
What you mean you're
No,
not
but
talking
you
about
must
that?
understand powers.
We're talking about emergency vehicles.
Yes, but what is an emergency? You're trying to tell me that the military of the Bahamas does not have the powers to move through the street? Man, we got to be joking around.
Their powers on the sea.
Hey, listen. listen, their powers are on the land as well.
All right. Thank you so much, caller.
No, cut him off.
I'm not done. And
cut him off.
Senator Monka.
Sir, speak.
Listen, the spirit of the Antichrist has gone into the world.
Wow.
Okay?
It's been there 2,000 years ago.
There is an argument, right? Now listen, if the spirit of the Antichrist has gone into the world,
2,000 years
the
ago.
Democratic Party represent?
Let's hear him.
They represent the spirit of the Antichrist.
Wow.
They don't love the name Jesus.
Wow.
That's the spirit of the Antichrist.
Wow.
Trump does not represent the spirit of the Antichrist.
Glory, glory.
We recognize
Think
that.
simple, man.
We understand that.
The spirit of the Antichrist has gone into the world. Spiritual advisor, you are part of the first century church. You should know this.
I told you that, but
It does not have to do with black and white.
no, the Antichrist has been around for more than
Obama had 2 terms, 8 years, and he didn't represent the blacks. He could do nothing for the blacks in 8 years. This is not about color, man. It's about the Antichrist. And that's what the Democratic Party represents. The Antichrist has gone into the world, yeah?
Yep.
So let's not get confused. Mr. Monka, Senator Monka, God bless you, yeah?
I thank you. Pray for me. I shall pray for you.
So
I shall continue to pray for you.
So he ain't gonna bless me.
This is powerful. Lord, I thank you.
Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Just a point of information.
Yes, sir.
The United States is 50 states, and then there's the District of Columbia,
Right.
and then there's some smaller territories.
Like Hawaii too.
It's 50 states. The last 2 states being Hawaii and Alaska.
Yes. All right.
Well, I hear what you say, but I'm going to write the United States Embassy, the NASA branch, and I'm going to demand from them a recounting, because I have always been told it was 52 states.
No, it's 50.
And the Americans going to have to tell me what happened to 2 states, because they should not have brainwashed me, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, but I thank you for the education.
Thank you so much, caller. Blessings. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Good afternoon, Mr. Manka.
Sir.
Mr. Manka, we talk about emergency vehicles, right?
Yes.
Just bear in mind, we talk about emergency vehicles.
Yes.
You must bear in mind, I've seen BC vehicles, emergency lights on them. So there are certain allowances where the heads of these departments will certain vehicles designated for emergency purposes.
Of course.
So you got to look at that aspect.
Yes.
But BEC lights are yellow.
I understand the principle he's giving you, my spiritual advisor.
Yeah.
So, no, but I remember that some years ago they had red lights on them.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be there.
I'm with you, comrade.
They shouldn't be there.
There's plenty wisdom in
Not
what
all
you're telling us.
vehicles.
Yeah.
Emergency vehicles, certain vehicles are put aside for emergency purposes.
Yes. I quite agree with you.
We're gonna continue to look at the act. Thanks so much, caller. We appreciate
take
you.
care.
Yeah,
All
man.
right.
323-7775. It's a good thing I brought the subject up. 6980775. We need some clarity on this. 6980776. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Spiritual advisor.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to the senator.
Sir.
God save the king.
And the Negro people.
Yeah, spiritual. I was calling to tell you the same thing that gentleman said just now. When I was at the temple, we had vehicles that were designated for emergency purpose. Now,
even at the telco.
Yes, you're correct. The lights are orange.
Orange, yeah.
And the siren is not as boisterous as the police car. However, there was a security company on Marquis Street that had 2 black and white vehicles with red and blue lights across the top like police cars.
They had to take them off, though.
But I don't know if they took them off, but I saw them there.
Yeah, they had to take them off.
Okay, then. All right.
Yeah.
We thank you.
Thank you so much, caller. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Hey, Monk, how you doing?
I am fine. How are you?
I'm good. Good afternoon, spiritual advisor.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
Spiritual advisor, let her bad so I can pray for you, okay? Because he just covering up that day, pray for you, only pray for Malcolm.
Yeah, he said, God, only come bless Rodney.
Yeah, only bless Rodney. But Rodney Trump coming in power. We got them here, we can't just try for solid.
You think we got Trump in power?
We got him, yeah, we got him.
Trump. Fight.
That's it.
Trump. Fight.
Yes,
Fight.
I thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
Thank
God
you.
bless you. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775, 698-0776. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Hi, good evening, spiritual advisor,
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Mr. Monica.
Yes,
How are
ma'am.
you doing?
I'm
All right,
fine.
ma'am, thank you.
That's good. I'm calling regarding BTC. There is clearly a problem that is going on with BTC right now.
Really?
Because every time you put minutes on your phone,
Yes.
okay, take for instance, if you have a $7 plan on your phone,
Right.
I put a $7 plan on my phone on Monday.
Right.
I left with $18.20 on my phone, and I screenshot it up until Tuesday and yesterday morning. Now, here it is. They they read all of my phone and put another data on it the following day. Okay? And then, when I looked at my phone yesterday evening, it was $4.20.
Really?
This is not the first time this has happened to me. And then when you try to contact BTC, all they're doing is sending these automated messages, and you keep on telling them the same thing over and over. Okay? Then they turn you on to another customer rep, then they turn you on to another one, and they continuously do it, and then they think they're going to send you email and never send you no email.
Well,
This is not the first time. I clearly do not.
Let me help you to solve your problem. I'm going to help you to solve your problem. I want you to go to the mall at Marathon, ask for Joy Swain. I think I have her name correctly. And when you see Joy Swain, tell her I said, please solve your problem, because she's a great problem solver. Then if she doesn't solve your problem, I'm going to send you to some other friends. I have some friends in Alive, okay? But you go and ask for Joy Swain, see what she does. If that doesn't work, you call me back, and I'm going to introduce you to some wonderful people who are alive, okay?
Thank you, Mr. Manfar.
Do well. Now,
Great
Joy,
news.
this is powerful. Now, Joy Swain, I want you to look out for the woman there, okay?
They're coming.
Yeah.
Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Yeah, listen, Mr. Rodney.
Yes,
sir.
Yeah, you are talking about these emergency vehicles. I noticed driving around this country, we have some security companies, their vehicle of siren on the road.
Okay.
And I see somebody else out there siren on sometimes.
You must identify them for me, because security companies come under the Ministry of National Security, and the person who's responsible for granting security licenses is Wayne Monroe. And I think I have one of his heir. Okay?
Yeah, Rodney, like I say, when he probably get a motorization for some of the vehicles that are siren on the road, because I noticed a lot of security vehicles on the road, and they have siren on the road.
Yeah.
Well,
those little gray cars.
Send it to
with
me.
Little light flashing.
Send it to me. Let me
Yeah.
ask Monroe, because if they got siren, I need siren.
No.
All right?
Yeah, but Rodney, any gun can in this country now. I tell you.
No,
Yeah,
no.
it's crazy.
No. We're maintaining law and order.
That's what we want.
Okay?
Yeah, that's what you say.
That's what we
That's
want.
what I
my-
noticed
my
on the ship.
That's what
Any
we
gun
want.
can play.
Yeah. Do that
Yeah,
for me,
yeah,
okay? Do that for me.
Thank you so much, Carl.
Monroe gives security
All right.
license.
We're at the end of the show.
Okay? Well, folks, we're coming to the end of the show. I have not read to you an article involving Grandmaster Dr. Rudolph King, in which $2.something million was put on account for a group that Mr. King has put in the name of some other woman them. And I'm rather disturbed because I never authorized Dr. King to interfere with the woman them. So perhaps tomorrow I'll look at the article which appeared in the Tribune, which dealt with what he called Celebrating Women International. So he has this group called Celebrating Women International, and that is where the $2-point-something million has been placed on account. And everybody in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas know that there's only one man who is purported to be the leader of the woman them, and that's me.
But you only got $2-point-something million.
Right? And I've never authorized that. And I want everybody to stay away from the woman them unless they're acting lawfully. God save the lodges. God save their Grand Master, Dr. Rudy King. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save the King. It's powerful today. Be safe, take good care, express love. Hold on, everybody. Tomorrow, if it's God's will.